Tina with Parish Learning Zone. In this video series, I will answer one of the most common questions that I get asked by both students and parents. When should I take the SAT? There are 5 main factors to consider when answering this question and making this decision. Number 1, we talked about yesterday. When will you need the scores? Number 2, what does your schedule look like? 3, when will you be ready academically? 4, how much improvement is needed? And 5, how will you prepare for the test? Today, we're going to talk about the second consideration. What does your schedule look like? We are all busier at certain times of the year than others. You don't want to plan to prepare to take the SAT during a time of year that's the busiest for schoolwork, required school testing, a part-time job, sports practices and games, or other commitments. Think about the school year and ask yourself the following questions. What times am I the most busy? If you know that you'll be taking 3 AP tests and 3 final exams in late May and early June, don't schedule your SAT for that time. Instead, plan to take it in March. If you play basketball and know that you're most busy with practices and games from November to February, don't plan to take your SAT during that time. Ask yourself, when do I tend to have more free time during the year? Take the test during a time that it will not be impossible to set aside study time. Maybe you have a lighter schedule at the beginning of the year and plenty of time to study over winter break and want to take the March test. Or maybe you'll have lots of free time to study all summer and you want to take the August test. You also might want to consider, what are your priorities? Many students that I speak with have overcommitted themselves so that they don't have enough time to adequately prepare for their SAT test. They're trying to fit test preparation into the time that's left over once they complete everything else. This often means that they are not well prepared. We have to decide what is most important to us based on what we want for the future. We also have to make sure that we have time to do the things that we enjoy, which if we're doing it right should overlap with what we want for the future. We have to get enough rest, eat meals, and complete schoolwork. Consider what time commitments are top priorities for you and try to eliminate the rest of the things so that you have time to do things like prepare for your SAT test. This is part 2 in a 5-part video series on when you should plan to take the SAT test. Stay tuned tomorrow for part 3.